We've just had some beautiful rain, and it's a very tropical feeling out here. It's very steamy. It's midsummer, the start of February. I'm out here on my balcony, and as you can see, it's very, very subtropical, very steamy. Today, I looked at the light and I thought this is a great time to film something. We've got an incredible thing going on our balcony at the moment. It's an edible houseplant. So without further ado, let's have a look at what I'm talking about. Behind me is a plant that we call the Queen of the Night. This is another tropical cactus. It looks like it's very similar to the dragon fruit in that kind of family. So it produces a flower very similar to the dragon fruit, but this is called the Queen of the Night. There's a couple of different varieties of them. One of them only flowers one evening per year, whereas this one does flower only once, but that means it can flower several different days, but the flower itself only lasts for one evening, so it's quite spectacular. You can watch the flower coming out at night and it'll stay out, and then it's all over by the morning time. And a really interesting discovery that we made about this plant is that a friend of ours, she is of an Asian background, and she's cooked this in a stew, the actual flowers of this plant. We weren't so keen on cooking it in a stew, but we thought, what if this flower if we treat it like a zucchini flower? So, we learned how to fry zucchini flowers years ago, and they're so tasty, and I think anybody who hasn't done that, it's well worth buying those from the market and giving it a go, or frying your own zucchini flowers in batter. So the Queen of the Night flower looks very similar to the zucchini flower, so we thought we'd give it a go and see what the results are. I think you might be surprised. We're so happy with this plant. It's such a massively vigorous growing plant. It's so beautiful. Well, I guess you could describe it as beautiful. Some people might say it's a bit ugly. It's got this sort of wild habit. We sort of think of it as being quite prehistoric. And I don't know if the camera really shows the full scale of the thing, but it's absolutely massive. Like these branches or leaves are, some of them are 6 foot long. So it's absolutely huge. The Queen of the Night itself produces these flowers. Here's a little one coming out. And here's one here that will be ready in a day or two. And we can see one here. This one here will be ready tonight. It's just starting to break open. You can see it's looking good. That flower will open up, become a big flower tonight. After it's finished flowering, what we'll do is take the flowers and then we're going to cook them up. So let's see how they cook up. This is our Queen of the Night flower. This is a really good one, I think, because it's not super huge and bulky. For some reason, this flower didn't really turn into one of the biggest specimens that we've seen. So I think what we should do is cut it open and have a look before we put it into our batter and fry it up. So this is our burner, our wok burner. It's for outside use only. Be very careful when you're using this. Got hot oil here, and it's extremely powerful. Well, I told you it was humid, and I'm a bit hot and sweaty after that fry up. But let's see how the old Queen of the Night tastes. I almost said zucchini flower. Look how nice and crunchy it is. Let's do a taste test. Well, I think I got mostly batter. That's quite tasty. Very similar to a zucchini flower. Sort of stringy in the middle, but very sort of translucent and very easy to eat. Definitely has a sort of a vegetable, organic type of flavour to it. It's moreish. I don't know whether it's just because it's deep fried in batter. If anything, it would taste good deep fried in batter probably, but It's pretty good. All in all, really nice, really well worth doing. So you can enjoy this beautiful, spectacular plant on your balcony, which delights your friends and family when they come over and see it flowering at night, and it's just magnificent. And then you can eat the flowers. So what's not to like about the Queen of the Night?